Hey Turf fans, it's Mr. Smiley here with the second part of our 50 vs 50 war recap against the inappropriately named Lukky. Um, I showed the Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11 attacks up in the first one. I wanted to give the Town Hall 9s their due. There were a lot of really good Town Hall 8 attacks too, but just in the interest of time, because I have about an hour before these replays get wiped, I'm going to just show some attacks without much of the telestrator or analysis because I'm lazy and it snowed about 3 feet, and so I spent most of the day working hard trying to get somebody else to do my driveway today, and then spent a long time feeling guilty that they were working so hard doing that, and they're still finishing up now. But aside from that, so I'm going to show a couple of shattered GoHos and a couple of queen walks, and just in general, I just wanted to, while I mentioned here, I think the evolution of attacks in our clan is basically you turn Town Hall 9, you do a simple one golem GoHo, then you build up and you do a shattered GoHo, and at a certain point, the difficulty level of the Town Hall 9s that we face is probably where it goes from single GoHo to shattered GoHo to then it becomes a lot easier if you go to the GoHova and you have Valks carve out a chunk of the base. And then after that, it becomes a little bit more elegant and against the more wide spread out bases where you're not going to have a lot of point defenses on the outside, then it starts making a lot of sense to go to the queen walk. So as we're getting a lot of guys going from shattered GoHo to GoHova, I think we're going to see, in the next coming months, we're going to see a lot more guys go from the GoHova to the queen walk Hova. And it's not to say that the shattered GoHo becomes irrelevant after a certain level, or that the single GoHo becomes irrelevant after a certain level. I think it plays upon the strength of the strength of the attacker, that now you have Max Valkyrie, and it just becomes that much easier to have a dominant kill squad with Valkyrie as part of it and high heroes against tougher bases. And similarly, when you have a high queen, when you're getting over 25, definitely it just becomes that much easier if you can chunk it. If you can cut out a third of the base or a quarter of the base with a queen walk, and you can resolve the clan castle, you can resolve a double giant bomb spot. Like with this one, you can see a little bit north of the queen. Um, Now the hogs would only path over one of those two giant bombs. So you've resolved a lot of territory between the queen walk and the kill squad. And this is when he starts bringing in his hogs, and the base is half destroyed. So if you can destroy half the base, and there he destroys the two double bombs there without the hogs ever getting involved. The hogs are just free to go around the base. There you see they split a little bit, and one makes a little bit of bacon. But when you're at this point, you're only using what do you have, like 14 hogs. If you lose half of them, or you lose a third of them on one set of giant bombs, you have such a large kill squad. Your heroes are still healthy. Maybe the healer will come along and start healing the golem, and then just follow along. And it's just a beautiful dominant attack by Jeff here against a creative, interesting, decently tough base. So at this point, it's just going to become some cleanup and just a really really nice attack by Jeff. We're going to see another one a little bit later on. But good job, Jeff. Especially as in raiding, we're starting to use the queen walks and super queen a lot. The guys, are basically practicing war attacks while they're raiding, or at least half, aspects of them. So here we're going to have a attack by Silo. Spends most of his time pretty much leading the deuce, but came over for the big war, so we want to capture one of his nice 3-star attacks while he's here. And he's here with a nice lure to clear out a bomb area and get the hound up there. He's going to do a nice job with this, sticking the healer to a couple of archers. I'm sorry, sticking the hound to a couple of archers and a healer. I think Silo mentioned in chat that you know, a couple guys have been saying that the healer archer trick is a little bit buggy, and sometimes he uses three on them, three archers. It pops the hound a little bit quicker, but it makes sure that you do the gets the job done. So he's going to come here with a shattered GoHo attack. And again, you know, with a compact defense here, you know, the queen walk maybe not doesn't make as much sense against this kind of base. I think a GoHova probably would have made it even easier, but Silos does a really good job with this shattered GoHo. Here, the queen squad's going to come in behind those golem. Kill squad's going to take out a bunch of stuff here, and then he's just going to send in the hogs. He did a nice job carving the top bomb location out with the lure, and they're just going to move across the base. And there we go, dropping a heal. Still has two more heals, and the base is pretty much half done. Does a nice job dropping the poison on those skellies. Another poison on the skellies just to make sure that he does the trick. And there he has heal, take out the second crossbow. You know, at this point, he probably doesn't even need that third heal. He could just swag drop it. You know, he's got a whole meso hogs there that are going to take out the last couple bases, but he's got the heal. Might as well use it. There we go, taking out the last defense. Both of his heroes are still up, but he really doesn't need that because he has about, I don't know, 16 hogs that are just going to travel around the base in a pack, clearing everything out. So, great job, Silo. Awesome attack. Pretty much a picture-perfect shattered GoHo. And we're going to watch another shattered GoHo here by UVA Rob, who gets on me because I always miss his, I never show his attacks in war replays. So I figured I'd stick one of his nice shattered GoHo in here on the quick and dirty, just to, you know, give him props for being one of our better attackers who I never feature just because he doesn't use Valkyrie as often, which isn't fair to him, but, you know, I'm kind of a jerk, so whatever. So there he goes, dropping the poison on a easy lure of the clan castle. I think there was a couple wizards, a couple archers, and a dragon in there. He's going to make quick work of them. As you can see with this base, there's a lot of defenses tightly compacted together. That makes it great for a hog-heavy attack. He's going to come in here with the two golem. Nice wide spacing, wizards behind both of them, perfectly creating that funnel there. And then wall breakers to bust through, and more wall breakers to bust through the that outside wall there. Carried a couple extra in just in case. Then I think we're going to see the hogs come in a pack there. Little bit could have been a little bit wider there to make sure that you get the cannon and they don't circle back, but Rob's a pro and they end up pathing exactly the way that he wants them to. There you see something goes into the core to drop a bomb. There he drops his second heal. I mean, there's so many defenses in such a small space that the hogs, you know, this gigantic wave of hogs is just ripping apart these defenses. It makes it so easy to drop the heals when you put all the defenses in an area where you know that nothing is going to hurt your hogs as long as they're under a heal. So really nice job here. We're going to finish off the last cannon. I have no idea where all the springs and stuff were, but it must have been in the area that the golems took care of. But Rob is a shattered GoHo master, and this attack is no different than the rest of his string of 3 stars. So sorry I don't show your attacks more often, but you're definitely one of the clan's best attackers, and wanted to show off your shattered GoHo here. So for the last one, we're going to do 4 because why not? Another one of our best attackers, Kurt, coming back from Christmas break. He's taking a little bit of time off, but he definitely has not gotten rusty. Here we see him coming out with a really, really nice queen walk here. I think this might be the first one that we've seen from Kurt, but he is a hog master, and he's definitely really good at the queen walk too. So here's a nice attack here. We're going to show him getting rid of the clan castle with a couple of poisons here. And blah blah anytime. All right, there to drop the queen, making sure that that she tanks that archer tower before you drop the healers. She's just gonna start shooting some stuff up, and I'm gonna lose connection. All right, sorry. So in this delay, I'm not gonna have time to redo this episode because this is the fourth attack. So sorry about that. Uh, My son must have started playing with the tablet that this is on. Alright, so in lieu of any fancy editing and all that shit, I'm sorry, stuff. YouTube will probably ban me again for cursing. Let's just fast forward through some of this attack, and we're gonna go back to where we left off. I know. Well, you get what you pay for. So this is the kind of high quality production that you expect out of Terpswin B1G Smiley Productions. So we're gonna go and put it on 2x because I think the guys shoveling my yard are almost done, and I'm probably gonna be interrupted pretty soon. Let's slow it back down to 1 with the kill squad. Wall breakers open it up, so the queen walk takes care of a big chunk of that northwest portion of the base. Then ideally should probably meet up with the kill squad, although she does a good job of just going around and killing the perimeter, which cuts out a lot of the double giant bomb spots. And then that golem kill squad comes through. I think Kurt is a big fan of using brute force wall breakers instead of taking a jump, and that way he has 4 heals for the hogs, which for a experienced hogger like Kurt basically makes him indestructible. He's basically just making cloverleaf patterns with his heal spells, just because why not? Uh, and there we go, another heal down, and that was just brutal. Um, so he just did unspeakable acts to this base. Beautiful, beautiful attack again, showing the kind of the 4 different flavors of hog attacks that are pretty much the foundation of our clan's Town Hall 9 attacks. Highlighting here, we've highlighted the GoHova so many times in the past that this time we're going to show a couple Queen Walk hog attacks and a couple shattered GoHos to give you an idea of using the similar troops and changing it up a little bit for just destruction. So I'll try to do kind of a quick and dirty instructional on some of those attacks for the clan. But until then, I hope you enjoyed those, and let's go Terps.